city wakes beneath a silver sky. Morning light drifts softly by. A little cafe down the lane. The world feels calm after the rain. A book lies open by my side. Warm tea and stories intertwined. No place to go, no need to run. Just me and the rising sun. No crowded roads, no rushing trains. Just quiet thoughts and window panes. A quiet morning with tea and books in London. Watching the day begin so slow. Turning pages while the city whispers softly. Like a secret only old souls know. A quiet morning with tea and books in London. The rain has left a gentle glow. For a little while the world can wait, and I'll stay here alone. Old brick buildings catch the light. Clouds are drifting out of sight. The scent of coffee fills the air. Small moments floating everywhere. A distant bell begins to ring. The city hums a sleepy hymn. And every page I slowly read feels exactly what I need. Some mornings don't ask anything. No answers and no grander dreams. Just tea, a book, a little time, and peace between the lines. A quiet morning with tea and books in London. The hours move like falling leaves. Wrapped inside this gentle silence, there is more than what it seems. A quiet morning with tea and books in London. Before the busy world arrives, I'll keep this feeling in my pocket for the rest of my life.
The station wakes before the sun. Another quiet day begins. Coffee warming both my hands as morning slowly settles in. Empty platforms breathe so calm. Footsteps echo down the hall. A train is waiting somewhere near, but time still hasn't called. The city's still asleep. The sky is turning blue. This little cup of coffee feels like something new. Coffee before the first train. Watching morning come alive. Golden light upon the windows, painting stories as they rise. Coffee before the first train. Nothing waiting but today. Every journey has a beginning, with a quiet cup along the way. The smell of bread from nearby shops. Soft conversations fill the air. A newspaper left on a chair Someone's dream still resting there. Steam disappears into the sky. Morning birds begin to sing. The simplest moments soft and high. The happiest little things. No rush today. No crowded streets. Just one slow breath before the city speaks. Coffee before the first train. The sunlight fills the station floor. Every day begins so gently, like never seen before. Coffee before the first train. One small pause before I go. Some of life's most precious moments move a little slower than we know. Settles on the avenue. Golden light and skies of blue. Old town houses standing tall. Quiet shadows on the wall. People passing without a sound. Leaves are dancing on the ground. Every corner, every lane feels familiar once again. No destination in my mind, just a little time to find. Walking through Chelsea streets with the morning at my feet. Every window tells a story, every doorway holds a dream. Walking through Chelsea streets, watching life move peacefully. For a while the world feels slower, and that's enough for me. Coffee drifting from a cafe door. Bicycles resting by the store. A flower stand beneath the sun. Another day has just begun. The city moves but not too fast, holding moments that can last. Little scenes along the way, turning ordinary into grace. Some days don't need a reason why. Just open roads and open skies. A simple walk can change the view and show the world as something new. Walking through Chelsea streets, morning shining soft and sweet. Every step becomes a memory, every glance a melody. Walking through Chelsea streets in this quiet part of town. For a moment all the noise is gone, and peace is all around.
Lunch crowd's gone and the streets are calm. A little sunlight keeps me warm. An old pub door stands open wide, inviting the afternoon inside. A wooden table by the glass, watching people slowly pass. No place to be, no race to run, just a quiet pint beneath the sun. The city slows, the hours breathe, a gentle pause between the streets. A pint on a quiet London afternoon, golden light across the room. The world keeps turning outside the window, but time feels slower here today. A pint of quiet London afternoon, laughter drifting through the air. For a little while the city's worries seem to disappear somewhere. Old photographs upon the wall, stories hanging in the hall. A bartender polishing a glass as another peaceful hour passes. The sound of footsteps on the stone, a melody the city owns. And every face that passes by carries a little piece of life. Not every celebration needs a crowd. Sometimes silence says enough. A quiet drink, a simple view can feel like more than luxury. A pint on a quiet London afternoon, the sunlight fades to amber gold. The city glows a little softer as another story slowly unfolds. A pint of quiet London afternoon, before the evening lights appear, holding on to one calm moment that I wish could stay right here. Sunlight falls on red brick walls, a quiet warmth across them all. The city's waking slow and bright, wrapped in golden morning light. Window flowers greet the day, bicycles resting by the way. Nothing rushes, nothing strange, just peaceful streets and passing trains. A gentle breeze, an open sky, the morning drifts quietly by. Red brick mornings in London town, sunlight dancing all around. Every corner softly glowing like a story still unfolding. Red brick mornings in London town, the world feels lighter somehow. For a moment everything's clear, and all I need is here. Coffee scents begin to rise, reflections moving through my eyes. Old facades and garden gates holding years and little days. People walking side by side with nowhere special left to hide. The city breathes the slowest song and invites me to come along. The beauty isn't far away,
street, a friendly place. Red brick mornings in London town, soft sunshine settling down. Every step becomes a memory, every glance a melody. Red brick mornings in London town before the busy world begins. These quiet streets remind me how beautiful simple things can be. A narrow street behind the crowd, far away from voices loud. Morning lingers on the stones, like a place the city owns. Little cafes opening slow, window lights begin to glow. A notebook resting in my hand, trying to understand. Some stories hide beyond the signs, waiting quietly between the lines. Notes from a London side street, written where the day begins. Small reflections, passing moments, carried by the morning wind. Notes from a London side street, every corner holds a name. Every shadow, every doorway feels familiar just the same. Flower pots beside the walls, bicycles against old halls. The scent of coffee drifts nearby underneath the pale blue sky. People pass without a sound, lost and found and homeward bound. 1,000 lives move gently by like clouds across the sky. The city doesn't always speak, through landmarks everyone can see. Sometimes it whispers softly in streets as small as these. Notes from a London side street, collected one by one today. Little memories and details that would otherwise fade away. Notes from a London side street, simple scenes I won't forget, hidden in the quiet corners of a city I haven't left. Gray clouds gather over the park. The afternoon is growing dark. Leaves are dancing in the breeze, whispering through the Kensington trees. A quiet bench beside the road, a coat pulled close against the cold. The city slows its hurried pace and settles into softer shades. The sky is changing bit by bit, like a story before it's written.
waiting for the rain in Kensington, watching shadows cross the ground. The air is full of quiet wonder as the clouds drift slowly down, waiting for the rain in Kensington, listening to the distant sound of a city holding its breath before the raindrops touch the town. The cafe windows catch the light, golden against the coming night. People gather under trees, sharing conversations with the breeze. The streets grow calm, the colors fade, silver reflections start to wake, and every step along the way feels like a scene from yesterday. Some moments ask for nothing more than standing still and looking on the beauty of an ordinary day before the rain has come. Waiting for the rain in Kensington, the first drops shimmer in the light, painting every street and rooftop with a quiet silver shine. Waiting for the rain in Kensington as evening settles through the sky. The city turns another page and softly says goodbye. A little cafe near the station road, a place where people come and go. Steam rises softly from a cup as the city slowly wakes up. Suitcases resting by the chair, morning sunlight fills the air. Conversations drift and fade like memories that gently stay. Every face, every smile carries a story for a while. Tea and stories near Victoria, watching life pass by the glass. Different journeys, different moments, meeting for a little while. Tea and stories near Victoria, morning laughter fills the room. For a moment, strangers become chapters in a story still in bloom. The train bells echo down the street, footsteps blend with passing beats. Someone reads a worn-out page, someone dreams of a distant place. The cafe hums a quiet song, welcoming everyone along, and every table seems to hold 1,000 tales untold. Some stories stay, some stories leave, some are remembered, some we never read. But for a moment they are here, close enough to hear. Tea and stories near Victoria, the
in the places where they go. Tea and stories near Victoria. The city opens like a book, and every page reveals a story. If we stop and take a look, past the painted doors and windows bright, the morning lingers in the light. A quiet breeze along the lane, washing yesterday away again. The flower stalls begin to bloom, filling colors through the room. Every corner softly glows, like a place nobody wants to leave. No hurry now, no place to be, just the road ahead, in the company of me. A slow walk through Notting Hill, past the cafes in the hills. Every street a little story, every moment standing still. A slow walk through Notting Hill, beneath the London summer sky, where the simplest things feel beautiful as the world goes drifting by. Books displayed outside the stores, sunlight dancing on the floors, the scent of coffee in the air, and laughter floating everywhere. Old brick walls and pastel shades, quiet parks and hidden lanes. The city feels a little small when you're not rushing through it all. Sometimes the best days come and go without a reason we should know. A gentle walk, a slower pace can turn an ordinary day to grace. A slow walk through Notting Hill, where time forgets to run ahead. Every step becomes a memory, every thought a thread. A slow walk through Notting Hill, the afternoon begins to shine, and for a little while this city feels completely mine. Quiet street beneath the trees, turning pages in the autumn breeze. Books displayed behind the glass, watching strangers slowly pass. A little cafe down the road, place where time can lose its hold. Coffee steaming by the door, inviting me to stay a little more. No destination, no fixed plan, just another morning as it began. Between bookshops and cafés, the city moves in softer ways. Stories waiting on the shelves, and quiet moments for ourselves. Between bookshops and cafés, sunlight falls through window frames. For a while the world grows smaller, and everything feels in its place. A handwritten note inside a book, a forgotten glance, a second look, the smell of paper and roasted beans blending into simple scenes. People reading by the light, lost between the day and night. The hours drift without a sound, like leaves falling to the ground. Some journeys happen quietly, without a train or distant sea. A page, a cup, a passing street can make a day feel complete. Between bookshops and cafés, the morning lingers as it stays. Every chapter, every face becomes a memory in this place. Between bookshops and cafés, London whispers through the day, and somewhere in these little moments I find my way. At the end of a quiet lane, beneath the clouds that drift like rain, there's a little shop with a painted door I've passed 100 times before. Old postcards hanging on the wall, tiny treasures large and small. The bell above the doorway rings and welcomes all the wandering dreams. Some places stay beyond the years, holding laughter, holding tears. The little shop around the corner, where time slows down and stories stay. Every shelf and every window keeps a piece of yesterday. The little shop around the corner, hidden from the busy crowd, a quiet world of simple wonders waiting just beyond the town. Books and records side by side, photographs of days gone by. A wooden clock still marks the hours beside a vase of faded flowers. The owner smiles and knows my name, though every visit feels the same. A warm hello, a gentle light, turning ordinary into bright. Not every treasure shines like gold. Some are found in stories old, in little places standing still beyond the city's restless will. The little shop around the corner, a place where memories softly live. Every object tells a story, every visit has something to give. The little shop around the corner, when the afternoon grows slow, I always leave with something small and more than I could ever know.
White clouds drift across the sky, lazy as the afternoon goes by. The rooftops glow beneath the sun. Another summer has begun. A quiet park, a shaded tree, children laughing wild and free. The city breathes a little slow, wrapped in warmth from end to end. Nothing fades, nothing rushes, only sunlight, only blue. Summer clouds above London, floating softly through the day, painting little moving shadows as they slowly drift away. Summer clouds above London, bright against the endless blue. Every breeze feels like a memory carried gently over you. Picnic blankets on the grass, watching little moments pass. Books are open, coffee's warm. Everything feels safe and calm. Church bells echo far away, blending with the summer day. The streets are full of quiet smiles, walking every hidden mile. Maybe happiness is small, a cloud, a breeze, a quiet call somewhere underneath this sky. Life is beautiful enough. Summer clouds above London, golden evening drawing near. Every rooftop catches sunlight like a dream becoming clear. Summer clouds above London, holding one more summer day before the stars arrive in silence and the light slips softly away. The morning starts like yesterday, people walking on their way, coffee cups and newspapers, familiar streets, familiar days. Traffic lights begin to glow, buses moving calm and slow. Nothing special fills the air, yet beauty seems to linger there. Every face, every smile makes this ordinary worthwhile. An ordinary day in London, nothing more and nothing less. Simple moments all around me, quiet streets and gentle steps. An ordinary day in London, clouds drifting through the sky. Sometimes all we really need is watching everyday life pass by. The baker opens up the door, fresh bread fills the street once more. Flowers waiting by the stand, morning sunshine warms my hands. Children laugh across the park, pigeons flying after dark. Every corner tells a story, hidden in the ordinary. Not every day becomes a memory, not every moment needs a name. But little things we hardly notice often stay with us the same.
ordinary day in London, golden light begins to fall. Nothing grand, yet somehow perfect. Beauty lives inside it all. An ordinary day in London, walking slowly home once more, finding happiness in places I've already walked before.
The evening slowly paints the sky. City lights begin to shine. Brick Lane hums with quiet life. Every window glows tonight. Small cafes and open doors, music drifting from the stores, footsteps fading down the street. Night and day begin to meet. Golden lights on cobblestone. Even in a crowded city, you're never alone. Evening lights on Brick Lane, shining softly through the night. Every street becomes a canvas, colored by the amber light. Evening lights on Brick Lane, a city sings a gentle tune, holding every passing moment like a quiet afternoon. Laughter echoes through the air. Vintage signs are glowing there. People talking over wine. Everything feels right in time. Old brick walls remember years, holding countless hopes and tears. Now they quietly stand and see another London memory. Every light tells someone's story. Every window keeps a dream. Sometimes beauty lives forever in the smallest evening scene. Evening lights on Brick Lane, stars appear above the town. Every heartbeat finds a rhythm as the sun goes gently down. Evening lights on Brick Lane, the city's wrapped in golden fire, leaving one more peaceful memory before the night climbs higher. The golden hour fills the street, soft reflections at my feet. The city slowing with the light, preparing for another night. Windows glow with amber skies, a gentle evening in my eyes. The day is folding into dreams, nothing's quite the way it seems. No more rushing, no more noise, only quiet streets and simple joys.
Home before sunset, walking through the fading light, every shadow growing longer, every window shining bright. Home before sunset, the evening wraps the town in gold, holding one more peaceful memory before the night unfolds. The river mirrors clouds above, the air is calm, the breeze is soft. People smile as they walk home, each returning to their own. Street lamps slowly come alive, birds are singing their goodbye. The city's heartbeat settles down as silence gently comes around. Not every ending feels like goodbye. Sometimes it's simply time to carry today's quiet moments into tomorrow's light. Sunset, the sky is painted red and blue. Every step becomes a memory, every road leads somewhere true. Home before sunset, the stars begin to softly glow, thankful for another ordinary day, more beautiful than I'll ever know. One last look across the sky, one last beam of evening light. London whispers, see you soon, and disappears into the night.